What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be talking about Attack of the Vine. I've been gone for a little bit of while. I kind of got busy, busy with work, busy with family stuff, and I actually did get sick. My whole family got sick, so I'm kind of still getting over that. But I'm like, it's been a while. I definitely wanted to make more videos, so I was like, you know what? I'm not 100%, but I gotta hop into this, and we got a lot going on, so that I want to talk about. So we're gonna be talking about Attack of the Vine. We're this is Monday today. We're 3 days in on this set. Boxes are still around 200. They kind of dipped down to about 190. On the secondary market TCG player. I mean, of course, there were some places that you could have got it cheaper. I did get my hands on a couple cases, not too much. I think around like five and change, which is a good price. It was close to MSRP. Um, And it's still, people are, they're like, I see a lot of people panicking. They're like, hey, the set's still expensive. Like, when is the price going to drop down? I've been hearing a lot of stuff that I really, you really can't confirm it because you know, nobody can really confirm it, but there has been like people talking about like shops that they haven't got their product. So what I'm thinking is that it could possibly be some product being held back, which is kind of keeping the price afloat. Ravensburger on their website did release their boxes. I did buy like two boxes. Just one to open and then one to throw in the acrylic for display. But $200, you know, people are wondering like, yo, should I just go ahead and buy it? Me personally, a new set, $200. I'm not buying it in mass. I'm not gonna suggest people buy it. uh, In my opinion, it is only 3 days in. We don't know if product is actually being held back. We don't know if they're holding product and maybe they're gonna release a little bit here and there, or maybe they're printing more. I don't know what they're doing, but at $200, even though it's about $60 over MSRP, it's not in the grand scheme. It's not really crazy, but it's about like what, like 25, 30% more, but like it's not really crazy. But I look at the box price and compare that to the card price, and it's just like if you look at this box, right? Now I know the fun is opening the box, pulling the card, and having that, nostalgic experience, sometimes you just gotta adjust yourself to what's going on. And if a box is overpriced and the cards aren't following that same trend, you kind of gotta sometimes say, I'm not gonna. What's the point of buying a box? If my goal is to pull a Aladdin card, what's the point of buying a box when I can just buy the Aladdin card? Market price for the Aladdin card is 146. And I can open that box, not hit anything. I know it is fun to open stuff, but at the same time, we don't have unlimited money. So you kind of gotta, sometimes you just kind of gotta bite the bullet and make the smarter decision, even though, it's not the most fun decision to make. You know, like for me personally, I like a lot of these cards, but cards that I'm probably gonna pick up soon is gonna be the Dash, the last incredible card. I want to complete that, have all the incredible cards. And the market is in a pullback right now, so buying the changes right now is probably a good play. I think a lot of stuff pulled back too far, in my opinion. So a lot of stuff is a buy right now. A lot of these enchanteds, but yeah, like the dash card. Like I'm not gonna buy it open because the dash card is 134. I can probably offer somebody 115 shipped, and they'll probably take it. You know, I want this Aladdin Genie card. Um, People hating this Scar card. I like this Scar card. I think it's dope. I think it's different. I'm a Lion King head, so I have to get it. And then I like the Pocahontas. Then I also want to get the Winnie the Pooh card, just because. Um, the Buzz and Woody, the Mickey. You know, that's about it for my own personal collection. That's stuff that I'm going to keep. So it's like am I really gonna be cracking cases for $800-900 to try to pull enchanted? No, I don't think it's worth it. When we look at other stuff like the first chapter, like I'm if I'm looking at my money and I'm like, yeah, I can buy a case and try to open it, or I could just buy more boxes of first chapter because first chapter is in a pullback as well. I mean, I don't know. I think this is like a hot somebody just trying to get liquidity. This is like a hot drop. Like 412 is kind of crazy. Yeah, like last low was 450. I don't know why that guy's selling for 412, but and that was actually today. Actually sold today too, 450. Oh, six for 450. So yes, I don't know why he's selling it for 412. Well, maybe he just needs some money. I don't know. But because of the price of that, I'm looking at first chapter because nobody's looking at first chapter. This is gonna be a big deal in the future. Even Wild Unknown, I think is gonna be a very big deal in the future. Because even when I'm hearing like Attack of the Vine is the new set, but I talk to people and they're even saying like they like Wilds Unknown better. So if we like Wilds Unknown better, we know that this box should be nowhere near priced where Wilds Unknown is. So that's something to think about. We also got Winter Spell. I'd rather buy into Wilds Unknown, Winter Spell, Whispers in the Well, or even Fable because they're next on the rotation list. Attack of the Vine has 2 years in rotation, and I honestly think that Ravensburg is aware of the higher demand, and we're probably gonna get a reprint of Attack of the Vine at some point. And I think that's probably gonna really, if the boxes stay around $200 or go a little higher, that's really gonna crash the price of the boxes. I don't know if you've been here for when reprints hit, like when they hit with first chapter. Yeah, like it gets crazy. Like box price can, talking about 50, 60% drops. So I'm holding out for that. I'm not really looking at Attack of the Vine. I'm more so looking at uh Winter Spell, Whispers in the Well, Wilds Unknown. I'm actually looking at these iconics because even the iconics are pulling back. See if I can pull that up, man. I'm glad that I was gonna pull the trigger on these cards. I was gonna pull the trigger on the Pocahontas when it's about like close to 2K. Glad I didn't. Because I was at 1,000. I'm trying to source one locally, try to get it for $800, $900. Just a personal copy for myself. If it's centered really good, I probably would send it out to get graded. But yeah, a lot of these cards have pulled back. 1,000 for an iconic is a buy. In my opinion, you have to, and how many packs you have to open to try to pull that. So that's what I would be looking at. I wouldn't be worried too much about Attack of the Vine. Um, I know that even like Target hasn't even been stocking it much. I went to my GameStop and all they had was a few troves and like 8 or 9 packs, sleeve packs. Like I bought the sleeve packs. I'm like I was the only one there. Nobody else wanted it, but because it's GameStop. But yeah, I think they were like $6.99. I think I got them for before they raised the price again. GameStop's going crazy, but yeah, like there wasn't a lot of product even for GameStop. So it's like that kind of leads me to believe that maybe they are holding product back. I don't know. I don't know why they'll be holding product back right now, especially on a release. But it kind of makes sense. Like I went to Target, they haven't had anything. They've had Pokemon, they haven't had any Lorcana really. And if they had anything, it was just a couple trolls, something crazy. So I would say just it's only day three. Just be patient. Maybe some more product will pop up. For people that want to rip. Me, I do a little bit of both. I do a little bit of a lot of bit of sold investing and a little bit of ripping here and there. But I think guys should just be patient. There's no point in jumping out the window on this set. I still believe the price will go closer to MSRP at some point. We are in the summer. And I just think that more product will be available and it'll be a better buy soon. But catch you guys in the next video.